Hey, what is up guys? Epic Pokemon TCG here, and today guys I've got a deck profile for you. And today we're going to be covering a deck that I got top 8 with at the Tom Bean Texas City Tournament. And my final standing record was 4-2, and went into top cut and faced Night March round 1 unfortunately, so I did get the auto loss there. But I'm pretty confident that if I didn't face a Night March deck, I would have advanced a little farther in the tournament, because honestly, like, I don't really struggle against anything else except Night March with this deck, I feel like. And I faced a lot of things, like pretty much unless I just face like a random psychic deck that hits for a decent amount of damage, then I'm kind of screwed. But here is the list, guys. So starting off, we're going to play 3 Mega Mewtwo. And I've actually already covered a variant of this of this deck on my channel already, so I'm going to annotate that at the start of the video, so you guys go check out the other list if you would want to. But so starting off, we have 3 Mega Mewtwo. So Mega Mewtwo is a 210 Mega, kind of low for a Mega, but it's all good. It has the attack Psychic Infinity, has a base damage of 10, and then basically it just does 30 times the number of energy attached to both Mewtwo and the Pokemon it's attacking. And there is the Mewtwo that I play in here. I play the Photon Wave Mewtwo because I don't play Psychic Energy, so I didn't really see any point in playing the damage change one. So I just opted for that. Plus, Photon Wave can be pretty good in some situations, but I didn't really attack with this too often because I was getting Mega Mewtwo out consistently, so something definitely really good there. But pretty much this is going to be the main attacker of the deck. Pretty much just going to be using that. And then I actually decided to partner it up with Lucario EX. So honestly, like, my thought process on this was just like originally to have Pokemon that could do pretty decent amounts of damage for, like, you know, 1 energy attachment or something like that. But it kind of ended up becoming a combination that I really liked. Lucario was really sweet, mostly in like Manectric matchups, honestly. Just because I can do so much damage. Lucario has Missile Jab for 1 fighting. It is 30, and it isn't affected by resistance or anything, so that's pretty good. Then it has Corkscrew Smash for 60, and then draw until you have 6 in your hand. And then Somersault Kick for 3 fighting. It does 100 damage. And I've actually played a few Manectric Bats with this list, so definitely was really cool. I didn't play, I think I played 1 in the tournament, and then I've actually played against some others and stuff online and everything. So Lucario was definitely a clutch card when it came to those matchups. And then, you know, honestly, it's just good really against anything. Against Yveltal Glade, really it's just kind of whoever can do the most damage. And really, like, Lucario's a really good answer for Zoroark as well. And I never really tried to load up my bench too much. And Lucario can actually one-shot a Zoroark, not the break, but just a regular Zoroark with Missile Jab with a Muscle Band. Or you could just do Corkscrew Smash for 120 and take that out, so that's pretty cool. So there's that. And also, guys, I'm going to do my best to try to put the list down in the description below, so that way you guys are... Or I'm going to try to do something so that way you guys can get like an overview of the list before we get into the video, so that way you guys don't have to sit here and wait on me to do all this. But then I decided to put in a 2-2 Zoroark. Now this is probably going to be like really random and just whatever, but I really wanted something that would be able to attack Regice in case I ever went against that, because well, EX, so yeah, that was definitely a problem. And so I just kind of threw in a 2-2 Zoroark, and then I kind of just monkeyed with it and tried to make it work. And Zoroark actually was like the only answer I had to Night March. And yeah, pretty much this list just automatically loses to Night March. Like, there's really nothing you can do. But it has Stand-In, and then it has Mind Jack, 10 plus 30 more for each damage. Or not each damage, but each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So Zoroark, 1 prize attacker that can do a ton of damage if your opponent just has a loaded up bench. And I figured, you know, I do play DCs in here anyway, so why not? And then I played 2 Shaman for consistency reasons. Plus Sky Return is an amazing attack. I can't say enough about it. Shaman is definitely a fantastic card. So that's going to do it for the Pokemon. So next up we have 4 VS Seeker to get back all these supporters in here that I kind of forgot. Normally in my deck profiles I do Pokemon supporters and then trainers. So I'm going to go ahead and do the supporters real quick because I'm feeling weird right now. But alrighty, here we go. Okay, so I run 4 Juniper, or not, Sycamore, excuse me. I run 4 Sycamore, 2 Birch's Observations, or you can play Shauna, whichever one you would like to use. 2 Lysander, and then I play 1 Teammates. Teammates was absolutely clutch in this deck. I love having Teammates in here, just being able to basically get like a Spirit Link and a Mega, or getting like something you might need. Basically with Teammates, it was very easy for me to kind of stream getting Mega Mewtwo after Mega Mewtwo, so that was really good. So there we go for the match, the 4 VS Seeker. There is the draw engine, sorta. Now I actually do run a little bit more draw stuff in here, so we'll get to that here in a second. Now this is something that people were like, what? Whenever I showed them, I actually play 4 Mega Turbo in here, and that's just because of the fact that I want to make sure I have energy on this stupid thing at all times. And it actually kind of ended up being like really good, because honestly I was able to like double Mega Turbo a lot of times, and I was just able to get these cards like crazy and maintain energy on Mega Mewtwo. So definitely really awesome there. Next up, I play 4 Mewtwo Spirit Link. Now the reason why I do 4, again, for consistency reasons, honestly, I want to try to get that Spirit Link as soon as possible. But I also do play 1 Super Rod in here. So whenever I lose a Mega Mewtwo or something like that, I can Super Rod it back in, and then I might have like another attacker later in the game. So that is why I play 4 Spirit Link there. And honestly, like if I don't need like an extra Spirit Link or something like that, I can Ultra Ball it off, or I can, you know, Juniper, or I did it again. I can Sycamore it or something like that. But I just felt like having 4 Spirit Link was very cool. Also, there is that chance that I did run into this in the tournament, that my opponent would Zero Sick it off, or Megaphone it or something like that. And so just kind of being able to make sure you have another Spirit Link on hand is really good. So I definitely like 4 in here. Next up, 3 Ultra Ball. Now, originally I wasn't really feeling 3, but as I was playing the deck more and more and more, I kind of felt like 3 was a good number. 4 would be very nice, I think, but 3 were definitely the right number, I think, for this list. Now this list is like a little more geared towards my play style and how I play, and it's kind of a big basics type feel deck, so it's something really cool. Now to kind of screw with my opponent a little bit here, I do play 2 Headringer. The Headringer were freaking amazing. Like the Headringers were so annoying for some of my opponents, especially in other games and stuff. Like even before the cities, I played 2 Headringer, and it was just absolutely clutch a lot of times. It really came into play also in my Manectric Bats matchup, my final round, because like there was a point where I knew if I got, I think it was Assault Laser, I would have got knocked out the next turn. So I had to use Headringer, and that pretty much forced my opponent to have to use Overrun, and then I just surprised with a Mega Mewtwo and just one-shot Manectric, and they were down 3 energy. So, plus this has obvious synergy with Psychic Affinity, as I just mentioned, just having, making your opponent attach more energy, so that way you can do more damage. It's just really sweet. So, I definitely like the 2 Headringer in here. Next up, we have 2 Trainer's Mail. Really, this is in here trying to just kind of to force out, or like search out some stuff, like pretty much all this here, and try to get, you know, your supporters and your Spirit Links or whatever early in the matchup. I would like 3 in here, honestly. I would really prefer 3, but it seems to be good. Now, I play 1 random Muscle Band. Pretty much with this deck, like I felt like I didn't have to have like more than 1 Muscle Band, because most of the time I'm wanting to attack with Mega Mewtwo as it is, and if I do go against something that has like, or it's like a 1 prize attacker, I figured Zoroark would be fine, really, honestly, because like really the only thing I have to worry about in standard, honestly, would be like Regice or something, and Regice really can't, like, unless it's like a Manectric Bats, like a weird Manectric Bats that runs Regice or something like that, or I don't know, but pretty much I felt like I didn't have to, I don't know. I just really felt like 1 Muscle Band was the right call. Mostly because like I do decent amounts of damage as it is, and like I said, Regice was the only reason I put this in here, and they can't one-shot me anyway. So, and I figure, you know, if they have like 3 bench Pokemon, I don't know. There was a lot of crap going into putting this 1 Muscle Band in here. And honestly, it ended up being like the right call. I felt like this deck was perfect for me as a player because it was geared towards how I play. Next up, I play 1 Switch. Now, originally I had Float Stones in here with the Zoroarks, but I just didn't like it. I don't know why, it just didn't feel right. So I took them out, added another card, and then I put in the 1 Switch. This 1 Switch is very good. I I loved it. It honestly would have lost me games had I not had it. Now for my stadium, I played 3 Scorched Earth, and that's just because, well, I do play 8 fighting in here. So pretty much how I was going about this was having my supporters there to draw, along with having Scorched Earth as my counter stadium and another stadium that I could draw with. So that was really good. And also these get into the discard pile, so that way I can Mega Turbo them later as soon as I find a card. Or yeah, there we go. So pretty much this was a really good combination that I liked, being able to Scorched Earth, draw 2, and then being able to just Mega Turbo them onto a Mewtwo. So, and it really worked, honestly, and like even before then, like I've messed around with this deck quite a bit, and then I had to take it apart and focus on Expanded for some tournaments and everything. And then when I knew whenever I was going back into Standard, this is what I wanted to play. I knew this was the deck that I definitely wanted to play, and I definitely wanted to go to a tournament with, because I was extremely comfortable with it. And to finish out the deck, guys, we've got 4 DCE to round out the deck. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. And as I'm doing this video and as you guys are seeing it, I'm currently in the process of uploading the vlogs for Tom Bean and everything, so you guys can go check that out and see how everything was going down during the tournament, so you guys get like a little bit of a you were there to see it kind of thing. So if you're seeing this video, make sure you go check that out. Also, go check out the Lucario video. And you'll probably see an end card. I'll probably make an end card for links to those videos and everything, so you'll probably be seeing that here in a little bit. So, yeah, you guys are amazing. I love you so much, and I should have another Mewtwo deck that I did play during a couple expanded tournaments on my channel here in a couple days. So, we got some stuff coming. You guys got some stuff to watch, so definitely go do that. But you guys are amazing. I love you. Thank you so much for watching again. I'm really glad I got to make top 8 for you guys, and I figured I'll go ahead and show you the list that I did it with, because I am absolutely loving these two as a combination, because it's very unorthodox and not your typical standard Mewtwo, and people were very surprised that I've made top cut with this. But yeah. Alright, so I'm out, guys. I'm going to shut up. You guys go watch something else. Take care, and this is Epic Pokemon TCG signing out. Take care, guys.